right back at it like a fucking crack addict. Hey, okay. Qing Qi, Poo-Tang, that's the gang. You see D-Nas here and look.
Hello.
It's your favorite guest. Okay. Sugar Wolf himself. What's popping?
Some more of it.
Okay.
Happy to be back.
Man.
See, you the only person that come back for 2 episodes.
Had to do it.
Wow, I am just... It touches me here.
Honestly, I'll be real. Honestly, you should be because, every time we talk about a guest, I have a lot to say. And when they said bringing you back for a second time, I was positive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually... There was no anger or anything. Yeah. Just joking. No, it was good. I mean...
Yeah. I know why.
Well, we're glad to have you here. So what you been up to? What you do this weekend?
Man, they had a barbecue. One of my little niggas who had died. You feel me? So I was happy to get out to get to that because, shout out to Tutu. You feel me? Tutu gang. You know what I'm talking about? Lil Cuddy. But it was good to be around. A lot of that brought out the whole crest. From grandmama's ages, OGs, young cats, so it was a good thing and it was positive, jumpers for the kids, barbecues, wasn't no problems, nothing, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Besides Memorial Day, that was what was up.
Yeah, that's a celebration of life.
For real.
It's beautiful. What about you?
I went to the Warriors game with my son.
Aww.
Game 6. Shout out to the homie, the commish. The homie had a ticket, and I went to the game. It was also my first weekend officially just by myself as on daddy duty. I was able to I got the permission, the trust to not kill him over the weekend. So that was good. I gotta make sure dad was doing. I couldn't rely on mom to do everything. So we had a good time.
That's tight.
Yeah.
I hope she was at the house turned up, okay?
She was gone, man. She was out kicking with her partners.
Okay.
I'm always free, so it's time for her to get free,
I know I would have been in there with a glass of wine, some weak butt naked like this. Hey.
Damn.
Okay.
That's hella funny.
Yeah, since nobody asked, my weekend was great too.
I was drinking the water.
I went to Vegas. This was my first time to Vegas as an adult.
How was it?
It was cool, I could have fun by myself in the car, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool.
There's hella people out there.
It was
you
hella
have fun
people.
By yourself in the car, then you had hella fun in Vegas then.
Hey, I had ass out. I went to a topless pool party.
All right then, don't start talking
okay.
like you was out there being
It was cool though. It was cool.
Out there really turn, and some more turn.
Yeah, but if it was really smooth, I would have been on the Shade Room, TMZ. I would have been out there doing hella shit. I would have had, who did I see? I seen Nicki Baby from Love and Hip Hop. I would have went and slapped her titty, bitch. Bow! If I could have really turned up, but I couldn't have. I did see, Maserati Ricky. I gotta plug him real quick. Shout out to the real sack niggas out there, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see me? Okay. But, back to business, okay?
To the business.
You feel me? Back to the business. You feel me? With original. Woo! Okay, woo! All right. Well, we're going to get into it. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to talk about last time, that a lot of people want to know about, and that we want to talk with you and just, you feel me? Chitty chat. So let's get into it. So first, I guess, just a little bit, what's new since the last time we seen you?
Man, probation got me in the headlock. They ain't playing. You feel me? I thought it was just regular probation. It's nigga, nah. They bruh, you one of them ones. We not finna, I got wiggle room, but I just got the normal wiggle room. They we really don't want you out the district. All type of shit. Go get a job. I'm like, lady, I rap. Man, okay, well, go get a job.
That's crazy.
I'm like, look, so, we've been back and forth about that. I'm like, but at this point, I can understand it because, her job is to be probation and supervise you. She looking at me like, bro, you're a criminal. We understand that you rap, but at the same time you was rapping, it's in this paperwork documented that you was selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't want to give you no action to freely get back into that life. You know, we feel if we force you into a job situation, it's gonna cut down your idle time to where, you know, basically they just want a legal paper trail of where your money coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And being that right now, I ain't turned in no album. You know what I mean? It's in the making and I don't wanna rush it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, they more pushing like, okay, well, if you rap, where's the paperwork trail about this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the paperwork on who's saying they gonna pay you about this? So I understand. It's like, okay, let me get on my game, get them that, so she can have something to back what she talking about for her supervisor. Because right now, it's just, you know, her supervisor subject to get on her head like, he a crook. Why is you listening to him?
Yeah.
You know, everything about what I'm saying right now is just coming out of my mouth, not so much backed by paperwork. What she's saying about me, she telling me this backed by paperwork. So, you know, I mean, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna do what I need to do to get what I'm saying backed by paperwork, so at least she got something to stand on to allow me to do what I want to do or what I'm trying to do when she got to report to her supervisor.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, she like, at least you got to give me that. So I'm like, all right, let me break my ass and get you that.
You so would you be able to get like a part-time job? And
As far as I'm concerned, that's what she talking about. A job. I'm like, this is a job.
Yeah.
You know, so hell, if I got to go find somewhere, I work there for 4 hours a day. It's my job.
Yeah.
I know where you can work.
Where can I work?
At my job.
Okay,
I'm really gonna talk to you. It's like 4 hours a day. It's working with teenagers that went to jail and they trying to get back on
I
track.
thought you was trying it.
What?
I thought you was trying it.
So I wanna talk about that too though. I mean, as far as the prison system, I don't think we talk about that too often. I mean, I know we got a lot to talk about, but since you were talking about probation and whatnot, I mean, you pretty much were a part of the war on drugs, you know, and I'm wondering how that has affected you coming out, as you're saying, like how you feel being classified. Like you are an artist, but they like, man, you a drug dealer.
I mean, it really haven't affected me because that never was my field. You know, far as going and filling out applications, worrying about being labeled as a felon, or, you know, being denied this job because of my criminal history. So, you know, even now, you know, by the blessing of God, I still got an opportunity to come back and do something where that don't affect me. And that's why I feel kind of pressured by them. Like, you trying to force me over here when I got an opportunity over here. You know, that just don't make no sense. But I'm like, okay, the grounds you pressing that line on is based on what we need legal documentation for that. So I'm like, okay, now if you get this legal documentation and you still trying to do this and all that, then I mean, you know, then it's gonna be a different thing. But I never really, you know, and it's like, this not my first case. You know, so my criminal history, I've been a felon. So it's not like, it's whatever, however it's gonna affect me now, going into the legal workforce or whatever, anything besides rap or besides something in regards to entertainment around that, you know what I'm saying, it might affect me, but it haven't affected me now because I never have had to go into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You think the mandatory minimums and things like that are targeted towards the inner city, towards the communities, towards the hood?
yeah.
And
You know, prison is an industry.
yeah.
So, you know, in a perfect world, if they could do things to eliminate crime, you know, in a perfect world, then you wouldn't need no prisons. But
you also wouldn't be funding the shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. Because the war on drugs, I mean, like everybody say, the people, the blacks and the ones that's really filling up them prisons, them ain't the ones with the boats and shit, and planes bringing that shit over here. And a lot of that shit is corrupted government officials lining their pockets with the shit and pushing businesses on the low from that shit. And part of the business that they pushing is prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't tell me nowhere else where a goddamn 10 to 20 cent top ramen sell for $1.25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you think whoever making the money off of that, you think they want to stop?
Right.
They want them prisons full. They ain't, nigga, you know, whatever it take to get you back, keep you there or whatever, is forces working to do that because it's profitable.
Right.
Yeah, it's just hella depressing. Did you ever see that documentary, the 13th Amendment?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, it was just like talking about Jim Crow and, you know, how the prison, like the prison system is pretty much modern day slavery.
Like
and it just takes it all the way back and brings up all these different cases. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even seen it yet. I just know about it.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's real.
Yeah, I don't want to see it because it's so real.
What dudes is getting paid in prison and really like, that's a premier job.
Right.
You know, that you might make $100, $80 a month. You know what I'm saying? And it dudes scrambling trying to get that job. I mean, even when I was in prison, I was like, man, fuck that, what they paying, man, what? Look, you know, I made a deal with one of the COs. Look, man, he said, well, I could put you on no pay. I said, what's that? He said, you don't get no pay and I don't pay you no mind. I said, that's fine, because I don't want to work no way. You know, fuck that. Like, you know, I'm trying to spend my time in prison doing shit that I want to do to keep me comfortable with knocking out my time. This shit, I don't want to mop nobody, nothing. Yeah. I don't want to clean nobody, nothing.
It's like you already in jail.
At the best, the best job you can get me want to do, what? Put the weights up on the weight pile, and I get to be out on the weight pile. Let me get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, like what they paying in prison?
Yeah.
Especially like the prisons. Then you got prisons that like got companies within the prison. Like this prison got like a Unicorn. And Unicorn is like, they make something that the prison is gonna sell. And you get paid pennies for your labor, and they finna go sell that shit for normal prices. So the markup for what they paying for the labor to get whatever this product is that they selling is stupid markup. So I mean, it's like, like I say, that shit the industry.
Yeah, like in that documentary, it's like 50 different companies, and one of them was like Victoria's Secret. And it was like, you feel me, they were using prisoners to make their shit, and they were selling that shit $80 for fucking bra and underwear.
For real.
Yeah, but they stopped since that came out, so I mean
that's just like when they busting out motherfuckers getting cheap labor in China and bringing the shit over here. Same shit.
Yeah.
You know?
All that shit just hella depressing. So do you think that when prisoners take those jobs in jail, does it affect anything outside of just what's happening in jail?
What you mean?
Like the minimum wage out here, would that affect that at all?
I don't think so.
Well, no, I mean, I think because like the people that are working in Victoria, or the people that are working inside, they're like making like Victoria's Secrets, they're making the stuff, and I don't think we're doing anything like you said unless it's overseas. Yeah. But I'm wondering, you know, as the older dude, you know what I'm saying, the mature, you know what I'm saying, from now, talking to these younger folks who want to get in the game, who want to sell dope, who want to do all this stuff, like what, do you think that it's a trap? Like, is there any advice that you would give? Or you kind of like, I ain't gonna talk about it.
Nah, I mean, to keep it 100, it's a lot of cats that, you know, don't have no options.
Yeah.
You know, so, like a cat like myself, I had options.
Yeah.
And I still did this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't the smartest move. The mature Dubee now could look back and be like, bro, you was dumb as fuck. And then when you really analyze the game, you went for the okie doke. Young motherfuckers in school right now, the game is the smart shit.
Yeah.
Because they fooling you into thinking that the smart nigga that's going to school for what he up at school for,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to get an education, you looking at him like a square. You look thinking he got it hard at school because you got the Jordans and you up there with the cool crowd, and my nigga, we smoke weed the whole time. We shooting dice at this motherfucker, nigga. We knocking bitches at this motherfucker, all of that. Okay. Now, 30, 40 years old, if you ain't that slim percentage that made it far as the D game and all of that shit, nigga, you struggling. Now you trying to backtrack, get that same job you could have got at 19 with an education, been retired at 30-something, kick back, living like a boss, with shit, own shit, where a nigga struggling, trying to get shit, looking over his shoulder about the shit he got, his shit in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of motherfuckers got big money, catch federal cases, and here they come, take everything. Nigga back, trying to bounce back. Now you addicted to a certain lifestyle that you damn near really ready to go risk your ass again to try to get back. That's what I struggle with right now. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the patience of, bruh, just be cool. Cause they waiting on you.
They waiting.
They waiting on you.
They want it. They expect it.
Yeah, they waiting on you like, okay, how long it's gonna take him to pull the bounce back? And I know a lot of dudes get out, you know, that 1-2 quick times, I'm back, I'm cool. But you know, even if you do that, if that get low, it's still programming in your head that that's all I gotta do to get back. Hit it right quick. But the consequence of that, you know, even for me right now, you know, it's a blessing that at the age I'm at right now, I got action to come back and still try to be relevant and rap, and there's still people that kind of give a fuck about what I'm saying.
Shit ain't something. It's motherfuckers paying attention.
But I'm saying that's a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Motherfucker, I go to prison, come home, get an album ready. Don't even get it put out. Boom, get picked up, go to prison again.
Yeah.
My last album, it done been damn near over 10 years for it been out. And the whole time, I done had new albums ready to go and then went to prison, you know what I'm saying? And couldn't do my craft, you feel me? But that was my fault.
Yeah.
Because my focus was on the street shit that I rap about. You know what I'm saying? Had my focus had really been on my music, and I wouldn't even been risking myself like that. And part of the reason why I was risking myself, because I wasn't really on the business of my music. Yeah. You know, the music shit gets slow. Oh man, fuck that. I ain't waiting on no rap shit. I know what I could go do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I was on. You know, it took getting them 8 years sitting up around, you know, predominantly stupid niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because prison, yes, even in the feds. I went to the feds thinking I was finna go be around, you know, the top dog criminals, the ones, you know. They was there.
Yeah.
But the percentage of them was low. Mm-hmm. You get around, you see the type of shit that niggas is doing, like, man, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be over here.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna catch my cut.
Yeah, and now I see it now, in my tolerance now, being home, my tolerance for stupid shit be low. Like, you know, it was a time where, you know, okay, that just, you know, nigga don't give a fuck. It's like that. You know, now it'd be like, bro, you don't give a fuck, and why you don't give a fuck? Yeah. You know, but I mean, like I say, far as the school shit, bro. Yeah. School teach a motherfucker how to learn. Yeah. You might don't know what you learning. That's gonna be your niche. That's gonna really get it for you. But the plain high school is just teaching you how to learn and you know, grab information and soak it and apply it. A lot of motherfuckers that ain't been to high school and shit, when you talking to him, you end up arguing because he don't know how to grasp the meat of what you really saying. Yeah. So you trying to talk to a motherfucker that really don't have no comprehension of what you saying. Yeah. You feel me? So it's like, when you know that, and you didn't live the life that show that, you know, it took for me to get to this point to know that. So what I would tell somebody, you know what I'm saying, looking at my life, don't make that mistake. Yeah. Get your education. You can use. They can't take that from you. You can use that whenever you want. Knowledge is, you know, if you know something, I don't give a fuck about whatever game you in. If you in this dope game, you better know what that dope you selling, what that carry. If you get caught with it like this, what that carry. If you get caught with it like that, what that carry. If you get caught over here with it, what that carry. You know what I'm saying? And at least you can map out to where, okay, if it do get ugly, I can stomach. I know, you know, there's plenty motherfuckers be sitting right in county jail. When they come back with them numbers about what they up against, that's what fuck him up. Cause it's like, damn, I only was doing it. He didn't know what it carried.
Yeah.
You know, something simple as a regular gun case in California. Not a violent crime, 16-2-3, halftime. A gun from Nevada that you get caught with in California, you go into the feds with it.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to give you 5, and whatever they give you, they're gonna be on 85 to 87% of your time, of their time. Simple, you know, simple shit that if you don't know that, you run around thinking you just got a gun, you finna catch a regular dope case, you moving reckless like, nigga, it don't matter, nigga, I'm rocking.
That shit hit you.
You know what I'm saying? It's just simple shit.
Yeah.
So, know your game, man.
It's scary to me too, like, because you know, you're a product of what you come from, you know, you growing up, and there's a lot of young men who grow up that way still now, but it's like, I feel like it's more glamorized, you know, with social media and the way our culture is now, like our pop culture is like, you know, we got like Instagram people who don't do nothing, don't know nothing, who famous as fuck for talking shit and slapping people and running and doing shit like that.
Go back to what we said from the beginning. Prison is an industry.
Yep.
So anything that can rock you to sleep to do some stupid shit, you know, even if it's the music. Big money tied together. The big money of the industry of rap is tied, somewhere it's tied to the big money of prison industry.
Yeah.
Somewhere it's tied to big money, you know, in the clothing industry or whatever. All that shit mix in together. So one industry gonna feed the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So far as the social media, yeah, they gonna have an open forum for you to jump on there with a gun and do stupid shit, because that type of shit, that's gonna help us fill up these prisons so we can get this money. Yeah, we gonna promote this rap where, you know, a motherfucker glamorizing this or whatever. It's gonna fill up the prison.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny because I always get like the shit because I tell people I'm a nerd, I'm a square. They're like, oh man, you ain't supposed to tell nobody that. Why not? You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. If you're not built for it, say you're not built for it. There's a lot of people that have this perpetuation of, nigga, I'm ready for it. Nigga, I ain't ready for that shit. Nigga, I ain't about to do that shit.
Going back to the last interview, we was talking about the flaming, a motherfucker having more respect for a motherfucker that's gay, that come out and just tell you, than the motherfucker that's front.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna have more respect for him to tell me, I'm a square, I ain't built for this shit, than the nigga that's with the rah-rah, and then we get in the shit, and he fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done built up all this shit, I'm that nigga, I'm moving like that, nigga, this whatever, nigga, whatever. Then as soon as it turned into for it to be whatever, man.
Yep.
You know, the gang get real and the nigga peel like a banana peel.
Yep.
You feel me? So
that's what it is. Be real. Be honest, be true.
real.
So,
and you gotta be real with yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
if
good,
you done
man.
been telling yourself,
okay.
I'm built for this,
Yeah.
nigga, when it come time to be built for it,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I said it plenty times. You know, so when it came time for take my sentence and shit, you know, that's how I dealt with it.
Yeah.
You told yourself this. It wasn't no, I'm here because this nigga told on me.
Yeah.
I'm here because this nigga did some stupid shit. It all boiled down to, I'm here, what I did, to let this nigga tell on me.
Yeah.
To let this stupid nigga get me caught up on this. Plus, you sitting down, you gonna pull your hair out.
Yep.
Keep telling yourself you here for another motherfucker.
Yep.
It's easier to take your time. Bruh, man, I did this, I got the, you know, whatever. I move reckless.
Accountability. You gotta be accountable for this shit.
Yeah, it feel better. It feel better.
Yeah.
You know, I took a loss because of my mistake, not yours. Because even if I did take it because of yours, then what was I doing to let you fuck me up like that?
Yeah.
And that's real shit. And that's hella tight, though. That's tight, you know, for you to be able to be here and have the platform to say shit like that. Because I feel like that's hella real, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of, like, people don't, especially a lot of OGs like you who have a lot to say and a lot of experience, don't have the opportunity to speak to, you know, like an audience like Thizzler, who probably has hella motherfuckers who looking at all these rappers like, oh yeah, these real niggas, this real right here, this tight, you feel me? When it's like, yeah, really at the end of the day, accountability is actually very real.
And you gotta
feel
keep
me?
it 100.
Yeah, and self-reflection
When you really
and
look at
honesty.
it, when you really look at it, right? When you really look at it. Right now, hip-hop police, feds listening to what a nigga say, watching what a nigga do.
Yeah.
I could rap about that drug shit that I done did. Why? Because I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it no more. So I don't give a fuck what you want to do, but a nigga that's doing it,
Yeah.
you know you ain't got no business talking about that.
Yeah.
You ain't got no business exposing yourself. Nigga, if you really went around here squeezing on shit and you know you might got bodies, nigga, that you might be an investigation for, the last thing you need to be rapping about is squeezing and all this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why, that's the first kind of like telltale sign that, okay, you might come from that, you might have done that, you know, but you better have been in, I ain't really on that no more.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of them, you know, true enough, it's entertainment. A lot of them, they got their bag, they rapping this for entertainment. But like you say, the dumbest fan, he think he really rocking like that now. He went around trying to be him, he finna fuck his life off.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit. OG's been told us, nigga.
Yeah.
Real niggas don't talk. If you really bout that, nigga, you ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Real niggas know. You move. Motherfucker that got to say all that and say that, that's the one like, man, well.
Yeah.
You know, like a nigga that, when I played sports, you know what I'm saying? I scored touchdowns. I scored touchdowns, I throw the ball down and walk off like, nigga, I do this shit.
Okay.
You feel me? A motherfucker that this his first touchdown, he take his helmet off, jump around or whatever.
Do some extra
So
shit.
you can see this, you know, a nigga with money. What he gonna do? Man, I got motherfuckers with money, nigga that been having money. What is it to show you? You didn't know?
Yeah.
Nigga, I've been doing this. So it's like, you know, it's the same thing with a lot of things. A motherfucker, a real motherfucker, he ain't gotta say nothing. Period. If you don't know, then shame on you.
Yeah.
You ain't in the circle that's supposed to know. That's how niggas, a lot of niggas get told on. You done told some shit to a nigga that ain't even fit for the information you told him. You talking to a nigga about some shit that's, man, he ain't in this circle to even know that.
Yeah.
Why is you even talking to him about that? You know, so a lot of that shit, you know, real shit ain't really got to be spoken of. But, you know, we dealing with entertainment here. So some of the shit, you got to be able to figure out what's entertainment and what's real.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to scale back a little bit because we got you here, but I know we ain't got we can sit here for 5 hours and chop it, but I know we don't have that time. I know that one of the reasons we're also doing the part 2 is people want to know some of the back history. So let's start off on how did you and Mac Dre meet? For the people that don't know and haven't been up on everything.
In my neighborhood, in the Crest, you know, at that point in time, you had like levels of dudes.
Yeah.
You know, we was more a younger level. Dre and them was a little older than us. You feel me? When I first got introduced to Dre based on most of the romper room dudes was dudes already from the Crest that we had knew from kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Dre being with them, when he first came to the Crest, first it was, who is that? You know, then it was, okay, that's Mac Dre. Okay. Oh, he went in romper room, okay. Then the raps. You start hearing that he rapping and all of this stuff. So it was more like, I was introduced to Drake based on being from the Crest, and he is in my neighborhood. And at first, I'm wondering, who is this and what is he doing?
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like, you know, you had the ones where you born and raised here. You know you knew me before I was old enough to know you, because you done been here from the ground up.
Yeah.
So you done bought me ice creams.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I turn around, I know you bought me ice creams. Your little cousin, I buy him ice creams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I get to that level. So it was like, that's how the Crest moved on. So that era of the Crest, that was Dre era, right? All the dudes that was 3 to 4 years older than me, dudes that when they left the school, we was just coming in. When they left junior high, we was just coming into the junior high. We pick up where they left off. When they leave the high school, we pick up right where they left off. So I met Dre basically, he was a romp nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Leonard Street. You know, through the EBs and 80Gs and niggas from the hood that I done knew forever. You was with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I met Dre.
Yeah. And so the Cutthroat Committee, you guys were 3 different folks that was from that same neighborhood. Forgot the different groups that y'all was all part of different crews that kind of came together.
Basically it was the Romper Room, Crew Thing, and the Sesame Street.
There we go.
You know what I mean? So, and Cutthroat Committee was, like I said, a spokesman, rapper, from each one to form a group. So, because before it was, you know, we all had our rapper. So, you know, if it was a house party, if it was the Ninos, which is the Omega Boys Club in Vallejo, you know, where a lot of us all started rapping. You know what I'm saying? We might be open from me, Mac Maul, Young Lay, all us started off rapping, being open to acts for Mac Dre, rapping at the Ninos, at the Boys Club. So, you know, at this point, Cutthroat Committee was built out of that group that represented that whole era, our whole age group. So, and it was like, we all had separate careers. You know, so it was like, bring it together, lock it in.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nobody really doing all that by themselves to really feel like they too big for the group. Lock it in. So that's, you know, that's how Cutthroat Committee got put together.
It's great to hear this history and hear this story.
Cool, yeah, I was gonna ask, so how you say there was like that kind of, those tiers, you know, where everybody, you know, kind of come up under each other and then they come up under each other. Do you think, is it still like that now?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. It's like that, but it be a little bit more tension. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the times. Back then, you know, even in Vallejo, it wasn't really that much shooting because Vallejo was so small, everybody really knew each other. You know what I mean? We knew Vallejo was split up basically, and we all was athletes. So, far as baseball was just like turfs. All the baseball parks were set up in different parts of Vallejo for that part of Vallejo. South Vallejo niggas played at Wilson Park. Crest niggas and North Vallejo niggas played at College Park. The Central Vallejo, Millersville niggas, they played at Callan Field, you know, by Children's Wonderland. East Vallejo, you know, that was the name of their park, East Vallejo, Beverly Hills, all out that way. Then you had West Vallejo, Marina. So you had Vallejo split up for as baseball. Now, as soon as baseball over and Pop Warner start, now all Vallejo put together. So you just went from the Crest niggas battling with the South Vallejo niggas as far as Wilson Park versus College Park, North Vallejo, you know, in the All-Stars. That was about some of the best games. As far as they'll put us in different groups and we end up making it back to play each other. That's the biggest game in the All-Stars, you know, North Vallejo versus South Vallejo. So they over there, we over here. Turn right around, football start, you on my team. I'm spending the night at your house in South Vallejo. You spend the night at my house in the Crest. I'm spending the night at your house in Millersville, whatever. So you knew each other.
Yeah.
Now when you get of age where niggas really ain't playing sports no more and niggas is funking, you still know this nigga mama.
Yeah.
And all of this. His mama still seeing you, hey baby, whatever. So you ain't, if anything, we gonna fight.
Yeah.
You know, the shooting and shit and all that kind of came later. But now, you know, them kids ain't playing sports. So they don't have really no common ground to know anybody beyond the niggas in their neighborhood. So that's really all they give a fuck about. And then even in the neighborhood and stuff, you got the little, even when we were split up in our separate crews, we might trip with each other. Nigga be like, well, one-on-one, yo. Right. Get down. Right. Motherfucker, I mean, back then, motherfucker might come to your neighborhood, tripping. Nigga, y'all got into it last night at the club. Nigga pop right up in the crest in the morning. He want that one-on-one. Nigga, get down. You know, it wasn't really like the shooting and shit now. But I mean, that's the times. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the times. I mean, like I said, you went from motherfuckers getting like 18 and shit, now they playing with guns. Okay, nigga, now you got niggas 13 playing with guns with no understanding of what's really finna happen. And he finna knock your ass down. So, you know.
Damn, and that's hella crazy because it goes, that shit right there, that's hella real. To break it down like that, because that's true. You feel me? Where I grew up, that's how it was too. You feel me? Everybody like, oh yeah, we don't fuck with them, but you know, everybody play Pop Warner. Yeah. Everybody, you know, high school games, all that. Yeah. And it's like, that goes back to how important, like, you know, extracurricular activities in schools are. Yeah. Because if people ain't playing sports, niggas gonna find something else to play with. You feel me?
For real. Yeah.
Damn. And you know, I know, you know, you lost a lot of people to the streets, you feel me, a lot of people to violence, but you also lost somebody to, you know, like a health issue. You feel me, Reek Daddy, right? He died of cancer. I mean, you know, definitely, first of all, condolences to him and just his family and everybody who suffered from that loss. But how is that? To like, you know, I'm sure up to a certain point, you're like, everybody was dying from getting shot, or you know, and
it fucked me up because that was one of the losses when we was in prison. Yeah. Yeah. You know, so and Reek the cancer had flared up, and he like had beat it. Then it came back. So when we first heard, we was down like, you know, Reek cancer came back. I'm like, really? I'm like, man, I thought, you sure? Man, I thought Reek beat that. Nah, bro, it came back. You feel me? So we thinking, okay, it's gonna be cool. Then you hearing like, man, Reek, he ain't cool. I mean, it ain't cool. You know, like, now it's to the point where it ain't even a fight. It's like, bro, you know, the cancer winning. Yeah. Reek days is, you know, and it fucked me up to not be there because that was one of my, like, niggas. You know, he was an older nigga that fucked with me as a younger nigga, like I was right on his level. That's why when my first album came out, Kyrie didn't want Reek Daddy on my album. I was like, man, fuck that. Reek being on this album, they finna hear Reek. Much Reek I didn't grow up listening to, they finna hear Reek. You know, and I felt proud of myself by the world being able to hear Reek from my album. As you know, all what you did for me, as far as rapping, the time you done spent with me, that you know, when you even had me around, I felt proud to be able to get that back to him, to have a platform for him to be heard on a level bigger than mixtapes and demos in the Crest at the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Reek, that was one of my niggas. So, you know, it was deeper than, it was realer than rap, Reek. So, you know, that hurt. Yeah. That hurt. I mean, not saying that losing none of the other niggas didn't hurt. Right. But, you know, that hit close to home. You know, especially like you say, it was cancer. It was like, damn. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times, like, you know, growing up or coming from the hood, you know, you experience loss in such a violent or in like aggressive way that when it comes in something like cancer or diabetes or, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, you really gotta be prepared on every level. Right. Damn.
Mm-hmm. And you know, speaking on that, you saying that, since the last interview, it was like a string of deaths. Yeah. You know what I mean? And there was, you know, like heart attack. What? You know, boom, boom, boom. You know, Lil Cuddy, shout out to Quiz, RP, you know, got hit on the freeway. You know, just on some fluke shit. And I don't know you know, just some fucked up shit happened.
Yeah.
You know, R.I.P. to Lindsay, heart attack. You know what I mean? And it was like boom, 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 River T. R.I.P. to River T. You know, South Vallejo OG. But it was a real nigga that come from that era where when Vallejo fucked with everybody, to when Vallejo was tripping, to right now today. You know, shout out to the man, you know, R.I.P. to River T, heart attack. Hurt me just like, you know, anybody else. All boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, shit like that just make you, you know, look at the value of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of the shit, then right after that, lose another close partner. You know, Tuiasosopo. You know, all that start making you be like, man, you gotta, you know, think about what you doing. Some of the things that you doing with your body now, fuck around and catch up with you. You know? So, I mean, I might be on my healthy shit now, but it might have been how I was living when I was, I don't really know what that did, what toll that took on my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let alone to be trying to push my body on some workout shit right now, nigga. I might pop my heart on that shit and thinking I'm being on some healthy shit.
Right.
You,
you
I'm
know.
I
saying,
mean, it's
though.
real as fuck, but
feel me?
like to say it out loud,
Yeah.
take that out of the universe, you know what I'm saying? I got you.
I could dig
Burn
it.
some sage later.
That's what's up. Say a prayer.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
and I mean, you were also in Kansas City when Dre passed. You know, it's hard for me to try and get that conversation because I know that it's just a lot. You know what I mean? We was talking to Ryder, like you can see, and just even talking to you as you talk about the people that you lost, it's a lot. You know, and so I mean, we want to know, you know, what was going on. You know, how'd you find out while you were out there? But at the same time, it's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to. I don't even know how to answer it. I mean, I don't know how to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to ask. Like, do you still remember that day to this day?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
How do you deal? Like, can you give us a rundown of what it was like?
I mean, it was, you know, it's touchy because, like I said, I really wasn't there for the show.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So when it came time to the second show, being that I wasn't there really for the show,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And the first show was what we was really there for. You know, the first show, it was like, okay, this was the Cuddy here for, you know, we here, you know what I mean? And by the time that show was over, what I really was there for was going on.
Yeah.
So when it came time for all the new shit that then popped up, okay, the promoter want to try to throw another show tomorrow, and we gonna move the rooms and all that. Like, nah, I'm not moving. I'm staying here. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know? So deep down, I be like, had I been there, could I have changed something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know how I was moving out there at the time. Could I have been the difference? You know what I'm saying? So at times, I think of that, but far as the play of events, I never even got dressed. I was in my pajamas just so, you know, when it came time for them to really leave, I didn't, I'm going.
Yeah.
You know, and then when the dudes that left with Dre came back to the hotel so early, I knew, okay, either the show was a no-go, because y'all ain't went and did no show that fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then when I hear, okay, Dre went in the show, looked around or whatever, okay, this ain't him, and came back, then I kind of like didn't feel guilty.
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking, okay, I done brought Dre to my room. He know what's going on. I felt I owed that to the Cuddy, let him know why I'm really not going, you know? And when he seen what was going on, he like, man, I might need to, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, boom. When they come back and two of the cutties come to my room to get some weed, I'm automatically thinking that Dre didn't come down here because he know what all I got down here.
Right.
I'm thinking he went back to his room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now when I get the call, I'm like, what? He never came back. What you mean? You know, and this is the original call from the group that went and got the other rooms.
Yeah.
So when they call me and say, you know, the driver come back talking about the van got shot up and he don't know where Dre at, I'm like, what you mean? Do you mean Dre ain't here? No, Dre stayed with him to go get something to eat and roll with us to drop us off to get something to eat. So at first I'm thinking, you know, Dre a funny nigga. You know, if Dre don't even know this driver nigga like that. So if this driver nigga done got shot at, that's why you don't know where Dre at. Dre done got the fuck away from you.
Yeah.
That's my first reaction. That's why Dre gonna pop up and call us from somewhere, wherever he done got to get away from you.
Right.
The next call was them calling me, talking about they found his body with their cell phone. They then went back to the, you know, where the driver talking about he done climbed up out the little ravine that they done drove over into. The Cuddy done climbed down there looking for the Cuddy. Found him with the cell phone. Nucci called me in tears. Cuddy, he gone, man. Whatever. So when they tell me where it's at, and I called, I'm at the room, you driving? Take me down here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking there's gonna be some shit on the side of the freeway I'm gonna see. But it's like a cliff, so I'm not seeing nothing. I come back, they call again. I call my niggas, but take me down here. By now it's in the morning. You feel me? I'm thinking maybe I'm driving down the wrong freeway, I don't know where it's at, so I call my dude. He know exactly where we going, whatever. But now the shit on the news.
Yeah.
So now when we get there, you know, on the news, they just saying, rapper got shot. Now that lead up to me pulling up to the scene, the whole thing about the play it out with the police, the bitch coming to the car, that whole play-by-play, all of that happened. You know, she come to the car, cause we pull up, so she walking to the car. Are you here for Andre? That's where that played out. He's gone. Okay, I don't want to accept that he gone like that. I'm like, gone where? To the hospital? You know, I'm hoping maybe, you know, the Cuddy was in a coma or something, you know. He hurt, but he breathing. That's when she tell me, you know, no, he's gone. How? And she like, you know, we don't know if he died from a gunshot wound or from being ejected from the car. You know, but that whole shit, man, how could you forget that?
Yeah.
You know, it's certain shit you just don't forget.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a hurtful memory or a joyful memory, some shit you just don't forget. And that's some, you know, I don't think I'm gonna never forget that.
What are some of the the joyful memories? You know what I mean? Like some stories that you have with Dre. That we ain't seen on DVDs. That haven't been documented.
It was one time, you know, pills first came out. I'm going to get the pills. This basically Molly before Molly. This nigga done gave me some powder pill shit, you know, and I'm at the house. It's Dre, Ray from the Ramp, Snipes, and little nigga Najee. They come get me from the house. I got everybody on. Snipes think he speed racer. He driving. He hit the corner in the front wheel drive car. The front wheels locked. We went right over a pole. Boom. The car stuck on the pole. It's some dudes up the street that's hanging out in front of their house laughing. Ah! We immediately own them. And the first thing out Dre's mouth, this the Crest, we coming hard. I turned and looked like, nigga, That's the boosiest shit to say. What did you mean? And he was serious, Thiz face. This the quest, we coming hard. Looked at him, you know how Dre go TB, he got all that crumpled up.
That's all.
We going up there to get on these niggas, but I'm laughing the whole way. The whole way. I mean, that's, another time. We get into it with some dudes in Vegas. You feel me? And Dre done already told me about this dude that he got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no face to the name.
Right.
So while we in Vegas, Dre done got into it with his bro. You know what I'm saying? And one of his partners snatched the broad off Dre's lap, my African nigga. He snatched the broad off Dre's lap, throw her on the ground, and she's like, I'm calling the police. He tell her, bitch, call the police. I beat your ass, right? So I'm already laughing off of that. Dre jump in the car with Reek Daddy. I jump in Dre excursion with bruh. We smash off. He take me to another one of they pimp partner's house.
Yeah.
So I'm over here kicking it with the dude. Really when we first get there, his sister cleaned all these niggas' houses. So dude who house it is, he not there yet. So she let me and bruh up in because they all fuck with each other and we waiting on dude. He coming from the airport. So when he get to the airport, it's him. And I'm not knowing that the nigga that he with is a nigga that Dre talking about he got problems with.
Right.
So now me and dude, he done gave me some weed to roll in my backwood. I'm like, okay, this nigga cool. I'm smoking, we playing Madden and shit. Yeah, bro, woo. Right? I gotta go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So while I'm in the bathroom pissing, right, I hear talking. Right? Now I'm already worried that the broad done called the police on Dre.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now when I hear Dre's voice at the door, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But since I'm pissing and I'm flushing the toilet, I can't understand, I can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
So when I come out the bathroom and I walk into the door, all I hear is, nah, nigga, we got the thump. We got the thump. Oh, the cutty tripping? We in trip mode. So by the time I come through the door, when I get through the door, I'm looking straight through the door, Dre right here, and Dre looking at somebody over here. Whoever he talking to is over here, because I'm looking at him and he facing over here. So as soon as I come out the door, bang!
Drop me.
This the same nigga that done gave me the weed shit. I drop him, he slide, Dre kick him in the face. The other nigga come out, man, y'all, we in a gated community.
Right.
Man, y'all can't be doing this here. Man, I'm sorry, bruh, but nigga, we too far away from home from some one-on-one. I don't know what you talking about, nigga. You done gave me this weed and I come out here and you trying to fight my partner?
Right.
Woo. So when we riding home, right, I try to hit him again before when we drop, Dre kick him in the face, I try to hit him again. The dude whose house is, he grabbed me, so my punch off. My hand hit that whole stucco wall, all the skin rubbed off, right? My hand fucked up. I'm riding in the car with Dre talking, Cuddy, you ain't gotta be jumping in on my face. I'm like, nigga, we too far. I mean, I'm straight faced.
You like the enforcer to a certain degree.
Nah, it just be, them pills kick in. And, I panic.
Right.
I panic.
Right.
Everybody don't run when they panic. I panic. Man, we too far away from home. At least, let's let these niggas know what we bout.
Right.
If we fall under pressure, they gonna apply pressure. Right. Trouble situation, if I panic, man, well, hit somebody.
Right.
Hit somebody.
Just take a swing.
Yeah, you better off hitting somebody before you get hit.
Right.
It don't really be there for it, because really I'm a cool dude.
Yeah.
I'll be level-headed, but, when it get like that, if I panic, I don't want to be the one that get hit because I'm being passive. I'm still talking, hey, everybody.
Right.
Fuck that.
Right.
So, a lot of my, funny times with Dre was like personal.
Yeah.
We at Dre house. He got the whole bitch. We done went and bought groceries for the house. It's me, PSD, Miami, Dre. Everybody got a night to cook. I didn't cook. PS didn't cook. Miami didn't even cook, right? Dre, it's your turn to cook. So Dre how's the bitch cook? The bitch done fried some chicken with shake and bake on it, right? She done put the shake and bake on the chicken, fried it in grease, right? And thinks she doing something when she bring Dre his plate in front of us like, here, man, this shit fall, it's holes all on the chicken. We looking, cracking up like, Dre, don't ever let that bitch touch nothing
again.
He like, Cuddy, you know, all that. He was a funny dude. All my shit was like, you know, I done seen him get on a bitch. Bitch, quit coming in this, look at the bottom of your feet. Wash your feet before you come in this. For real. Come from the strip club, bottom of her feet look like soles of shoes. But he know we finna see it though. We finna see it. So he gotta check it.
Yeah.
You know, and he go hard. Man, then while seen him with a whole bitch with her son. The little nigga sleep on the couch with them leather coats. Dre sneak up on the side of the little boy on the couch, right? It's a leather couch. Dre go like this. I beat the blood out you and just smash the couch, slam his head on the couch, little boy.
That's hell.
I'm like, man, why you doing that to that little boy, man? Cuddy, I ain't tripping. Dumb shit, you know.
Just playing around, jokester.
Yeah, the Cuddy was dumb. Cuddy was dumb, but I mean, you know, what I liked about it was, you know, when it was time to get down, he was gonna get down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, however it was. Nigga, you know, if things came out, he was gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
If it was, you know, hip to the shoulders. And he was gonna have fun with it. And he was gonna knock a bitch. You feel me? So, I mean, you know, it was fun just being around all around nigga that was like that. You know, so you could have fun with him. You know, like when you got niggas, you might got some niggas you can go knock a bitch with, and some niggas you can't. Some niggas you can get in funk with, but some niggas you can't. You know, all your niggas ain't gonna be equipped to go into every situation.
Right.
He was pretty equipped to go in a lot of situations, so it was like, you know, this is a cool dude to be around, especially when, you know, I'm from my crew of niggas. He from his crew, and PS was from his crew, so with us being around each other, you know, it was that camaraderie that was just fun.
Yeah. Do you keep in contact with any of the other folks from Thiz, like the Mac Malls and J Diggs?
Shout out to Mac Mall. He called me right before. Nigga said, mention my name, tramp.
Can you tell? So I want to take this time. I want this time to say, and it's a debate that I'm having with my lady. I want to walk out to Wide Open for my my little interest for my wedding.
That's so tight.
I want to do it, right? Yeah, but no. So I'm asking because like y'all all, when we talk about the Bay Area music scene, right? And I've seen you talk about also Oakland has been talked about a lot. But Vallejo, the focal point of Vallejo is often not talked about enough, as I feel. I feel that we don't really look at the pioneers to a lot of stuff that's in the Bay Area from the 90s till now has been from Vallejo, whether it's been the Mac Dre's or it's been the Mac Malls or it's been Thiz as a whole with Dubee or it's been 40 or it's been these other folks. And
Selly
I'm wondering, Selly Sales,
Lil Bruce.
I'm like, Marvin and my,
It didn't been my,
as a youngster, as like a little 9-year-old,
the other side, they
that
had
was
they
my joint.
niggas too.
So I'm wondering though, why hasn't Vallejo been able to get, why did we get like an all Vallejo song? Like why was there the frictions?
It really, you know, nigga stuck in, you know, nigga, I'm from here.
Yeah.
This what I'm on. You know, I mean, to be honest, you done had somewhat, you know, you done had the song with I think it was Dre, PS, Bila, and Lil Bruce. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know, that just come from, just cause a motherfucker from Vallejo don't necessarily mean they fuck with each other.
Yeah. Just like the town, just like the Bay Area.
Then the ones that fuck with each other, they might fuck with each other out of respect. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I never did nothing with Selly Seal, Bila, you know, Lil Bruce, we fuck with, but I still had a respect for them.
Yeah.
Even 40. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got a certain respect for 40. I respect that you took Earl Stevens, made E40 and made a way for your family to eat. You know, that's the game. I respect that. You feel me? Now other shit might be a different picture. But that, you know what I mean? You know, you gotta respect what's respectable. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, you know, it wasn't too long ago, I ran into Sally Cell at the studio. You feel me? We hugged and everything. You know what I mean? But, you know, far as the whole Vallejo on a song, it's really not gonna happen until you really got the whole Vallejo really honestly fuck with each other.
What do you think? I mean, but what would it take, in your eyes, in your opinion, what would it take to make that happen?
Maybe some money. Mm-hmm. You know, the bigger picture of, you know, all them factions coming together, you know, to see a bigger bag, you know, where it's gonna help everybody. It might come together then. But just for the sake of coming together, you know, you got a lot of dudes that's just comfortable with, you know.
Just that separatism and shit.
And even if it's not separatism, it's y'all shit, it's y'all shit, and this is this.
Right. You know
what I mean? So in some instances, to mix it, water it down. You know what I mean? It might don't be funk.
Yeah.
Where niggas is still tripping.
Yeah, but it's just that's y'all, that's us.
But yeah, you know, just y'all got a certain way of doing shit, and I can respect you for your way of doing shit.
Yeah.
Because you do shit your way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I remember when Dre came out, and everybody was like, this shit's hella big. You got Maul, you got Dre, you got 40 on one joint, like, this shit's hella fucking crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't understand the magnitude of it until later on down.
I understood the magnitude of it, but at the same time, I kind of felt like nigga Dre wasn't living when this happened. Feel me? Now that would have made a bigger impact had that had been a song where these niggas that really officially came together, been in the studio, really rocked and really fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever differences, they done sat down and came to a mutual agreement about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would have meant more to somebody like me.
Yeah.
You know?
So you ever try to reach out and try and chop it up? Or was it just like, you ever try to reach out and like chop it up? Or was it just kind of like, nigga, keep it this way?
No. You know? I mean, it's just, like I say, some people just come.
That's y'all shit, it's our shit.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand.
So, who made that decision then? If Dre wasn't around for that song to come out and for that song to happen?
Well, tell the truth, I really don't know. You know, I can't say. I could think Kilo did it, but I can't say for sure. You know, because it wasn't something that I went to find out. You know, it was like, I heard about it and was like, you know, well, shit, it ain't like it's my album for me to say, nah, fuck nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, hey, that was an album that Maul and Dre was doing, you know, and at the time, that album actually symbolized, you know, Maul and Dre settling their differences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we ain't got to tell the world we cool. We gonna show them. We finna do an album, Cuddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know, it wasn't for me to speak on what was going on with that album anyway, with, you know.
Do you think it was probably like, you know what? Since we putting this together like this, we gonna throw 40 here, boom, Dubee, and maybe it's gonna spark up. You didn't think that maybe that they were thinking that way? Huh?
I wouldn't have done it.
I'm not gonna hold you. I would have, like, when I die, I don't want nobody to be put on nothing unless you feel me.
Right? Keep it 100. It's an elephant in the room, so we're gonna address the elephant in the room. Now, far as how Dubee feel personally about E40 Dre situation, this shit go back to, this is music I done been raised on. You know what I'm saying? I came up on, you know, knowing the Clique got their music and they making noise. They doing their thing. Respect it. That's over there.
Yeah.
So we need to build up our over here. Because over there, they doing their thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the respect for us, like I say, I can respect over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, in the midst of the Super Sig days, when, you know, when I was 15, Mac Dre and Reek Daddy was going head to head. Reek Daddy, old school rapper from the Crest. Like I say, Dre was new.
Yeah.
Reek Daddy pushing the line, who is this nigga? Whatever. Reek Daddy attacking the romp, whatever. Dre rapping back. They rapping about the dead. They talking about each other. Mama, daddies, the whole nine. I mean, hilarious. Going in. You feel me? For real. So now by the time I go get to high school, now it then kicked in where it's the Crest verse, basically the click. Now, that is where my respect for Lil Bruce come in at. Out of all of them, Bruce was the only one up to bat saying something. You know what I mean? Bruce song about Dre, Piet, the Mac, Reek Daddy, everybody from the Crest shooting at Bruce. Talking about the dead, everything. They saying shit about the click too. Ain't nobody saying nothing back but Bruce. Dre go to jail. Right? Dre last song, what was it? On What's Really Going On was Young Brother Down to Break It for Everything. And Mr. Flamboyant is a song I never sang. I'm not with the click shit. I'm straight with the sick shit. And any South sucker, I'm ready to get with. Romped out, crest down, motherfucker. Okay, he banging.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, the answer back wasn't no answer back. But now he catches federal case. Boom, he go to jail. Now, all of a sudden, nigga catch a federal case, your album named Federal. Now, you got a song, and you put Mac Mall on the song. Let's let off some 223s on the other side of town. Fuck you think the other side of town is?
Yeah.
You feel me? You got a song where you say, I wouldn't rob a fucking bank for publicity. I went in the bank, they pressed the button. They must have mistaken me for Andrea. So, okay, you shot back in the Cuddy in jail though. Okay, but that's, you over there. So what? I can't say don't shoot back. You know, this like a Crip of blood, nigga. You got nigga, they own blood shit, they own Crip shit. That's what it is, nigga. They don't gotta get along.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, okay, all that funk that really like died down. Niggas is making music. Fast forward to you got Thiz, you got, you know, the Click or 40, Sick with it, Pig on the Necklace, whatever, right? Got you. Cool, that's over there. Mac Dre died. Soon as Dre died, let me see you shake your dreads. Ghost ride your whip. Thiz face. I'm in the car and I'm taking the CD out and the radio come on and I hear this. I'm like, what? Who the fuck is this? Whose song is this? That sound like 40. That's what I didn't respect.
Yeah.
If 40 was dead, I wouldn't respect Dre for now you saying this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you go to Magazine Street, Hillside, jump out, Ghost ride the whip, Thiz face, them niggas gonna tell you, where you think you at? Nigga, this ain't the Crest.
Yeah.
So that's where my respect was lost. You know what I'm saying? And I felt 40 ain't no dumb nigga. So I looked at it as, this nigga making a sharp move. You got a whole generation of motherfuckers that really don't know, that really might think, he trying to carry it on for the Cuddy. He trying to, you know. And I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't going for that. I ain't going for that. I don't see it that way.
Yeah.
You know? Now, at the same time, that's me personally. I don't push that opinion off on nobody else. You look at it how you want. You feel how you want to feel. This where I'm from. This how I look at it. And this what I'm going to stand on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with me, you're online.
Yeah.
When I heard the Thiz face shit, I'm like, bro, that's like Crip saying blood.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Dre ain't gonna do that, especially for somebody that got a dictionary of slang, Cuddy, and all the shit we saying over here, that don't come up in that dictionary. Cause niggas ain't over here saying weeples and my weepleization. Niggas know, that's bruh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it ain't no big, you know, nigga tripping on that nigga, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, man. This is how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, far as, and, you know, if it was the one where feeling like that is gonna stop you from getting ahead or getting wherever, I'll take that. I'll take that. Because I'm gonna feel comfortable with myself when I look in the mirror.
Period.
I'm gonna feel comfortable with, nigga, how the cutty feel.
Yeah.
Suge got there, all we been together. Nigga, you going for this? You was with Thia's face, shake your dreads.
Yeah.
Then Ghost Ride the Whip. I mean, I really was like, man, this nigga finna grow some dreads right now. Cut them dreads off and went right back to the real E40 real fast, huh?
You know, that's like crazy because, you know, I grew up in East Palmetto, you feel me? I grew up on this side, you feel me? So when we hear that, we like, damn, Mac Dre and E40 grew up together, they hella tight. They tight, they you know, like, we don't know history like that, you know?
I know, I mean, I'm just saying, but like I say, that's me. Because at the same time, you do got niggas from the crust that's older than me. Might have went to school with 40, might have bought dope and sold dope with 40, might have a different type of relationship, friendship with 40. You feel me? And I can't knock that, even when I'm talking to one of y'all, talking to you.
Yeah.
And you like, boy, that 40 go. I ain't gonna tell you it don't. That's that's your preference of music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock you because that's what you like. You know, the nigga got fans.
Yeah.
You know, but far as this shit, this shit, that's like if I get to talking sick with this shit.
Yeah.
That ain't my shit. What is I'm doing? You know? Perfect example. Thiz could be the Warriors, 40 could be LeBron James. LeBron James could be the greatest goddamn basketball player in the world. I'm a Warriors fan. I'm gonna live and die with the Warriors. I don't care what LeBron doing. I ain't jumping ship. You know, I'm gonna ride my ship like the Titanic. If it sink, I'm gonna be on it.
Okay.
You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
It's dope to have somebody personable, but also like the part one, part two is still not enough to get, you know what I'm saying, to get history, you know? So it's amazing to be able to have somebody who's been in the game 3 decades, you know what I'm saying? Three.
What you need to do, right? As far as on that history, you know, I got a side to it.
Right.
You know, there's other players in it.
Absolutely.
And, you know, based on information that I didn't express,
Right.
that give you a platform to ask some of the other rappers,
Right.
Vallejo rappers, Crest rappers, you know, beyond just the music shit, because a lot of motherfuckers, they intertwine in their history too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And might have been doing something different while I was doing what I was doing.
Right.
You know, because, you know, for a point, Dubee was playing football.
Right.
And you got a Mac Dre that was rapping then.
Yeah.
He got a story to tell about that. You know, you got a J. Diggs that was in prison then.
Yeah.
He got a story about that, about how he felt about what was going on while he was down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 40 could tell you what was going on. You know, he might get explain why he, you know, it might be a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Maybe I took something the wrong way.
Right.
But, you know, maybe he got a different spell on it. You know, you got the Shelly Seals, the Little Bruces.
Yeah.
You know, they play they part. So, I mean, as far as the Vallejo thing, you know, I don't got all the,
Oh yeah, no.
you know.
But I mean, just to
You have
get
a glimpse. You
right.
feel
But I mean,
me?
just even to get a side. You know what I mean? Like even.
But I'm
with
saying,
football.
like, you know, like with y'all,
Yeah.
y'all really don't have a clue about none of that shit to even
all.
really know what questions to ask.
Yep.
So, you know, now you got a clue.
Yes, sir.
So when other Vallejo dudes come on here, it gives you more of, well, you know, we heard this or whatever, and what's your spill on this, or what was going on with you at that time, or you know, where was you at with it? Where was you at in that puzzle? What was your piece? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, it ain't all about me.
What do you think about the new generation of artists coming from Vallejo?
Them niggas hard. Them niggas hard because I mean, it sort of remind me of our era. Because as well as you had a 40 introducing the faster rap, you had the Mac Dre's and shit, you know, on the Mac shit.
Yeah.
You know, you had the 40 was on the mob shit.
Yeah.
You know, and as well as those niggas over here on the mob shit, niggas was still trying to, man, nigga, I'm a player, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that other shit, you need to know I do. If you come to Vallejo, you know what the Crest about.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of Crest rappers was more like, nigga, but I'm one of them niggas knock bitches over here too. You already know what a nigga about on that other shit. So, I mean, you know, as far as the younger dudes, they like that too. You know, you got the SOB sound.
Yeah.
You know, Betcha Gang sound, even the little nigga Blue Jeans. You feel me? He got his own lane. You know, Neff the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
You know, he putting it down, South Vallejo. You know what I'm saying? He keeping that other side lit. You know what I mean? More mean.
Yeah.
Talking that shit. You feel me? But Neff sound like Neff.
Yeah.
Neff don't sound like SOB.
Right.
You feel me? So I can respect it. They doing their own thing. Ain't no copycat. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas is being original. You feel me? They making that. They who got Vallejo lit up right now.
Yeah.
You know, the OG niggas might have lit a torch or whatever, but they for damn sure keeping it lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And kind of like relit it, cause you know Vallejo was lit.
Yeah.
Kind of
Mo
slowed
Green. What's
down.
up, brother? Yeah.
You know, the flame kind of, and them niggas blew that motherfucker back
And that's
up.
one of the reasons why I was asking that question earlier, because you see, you know what I mean, like the names that are coming out that have been moving mean lately have been from Vallejo, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Two of my favorite rappers come from Vallejo.
Shout out to them niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Like the newer ones.
Them being hot right now, make a platform for a nigga like me to be still relevant.
Yeah.
If they wasn't shit, they might be like, nigga, all that shit over there dead, man. I ain't give a fuck about that shit. You feel me? So, I mean, shout out to them and respect to them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and now we just got to see that Dubee feature on the Everybody album, okay? Take it back to the crap, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You feel me? They be watching sometimes, so maybe they gonna be smart enough to tap in with a real one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Keep it mob. That's my job.
You have a date for upcoming album that you're working on?
Hell no, but they got that goddamn probation officer got me in rush mode.
Absolutely.
You know, all that taking time. She like, well, if you rap,
Right.
where is it?
Right.
You know, so, you know, keep kicking back, trying to wait for the perfect album, trying to take my time to make the perfect album. That's just putting that leash on me more and more. So it's like, you know, might be time to release. And, you know, just because you release, that, you know, you got damn near product, flood them, fuck it.
Yeah.
Release it and then release it in another month, you know?
And you're more critical, you know, of yourself because it's your music. It's coming from you. But shit, you might put it out and we gonna think it's perfect, you feel me? Because you gonna be harder on yourself, you know? It could always be a time where you have a project, you put it out, a week later you're like, you know what, I really should have did this differently. A month later, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. But it's easier to take criticism when you go harder on yourself and criticize yourself. When you're your hardest critic, it's easier to take criticism from other people. You know, so that's why I kind of like, I don't really want to jump the gun.
Yeah.
Then when a motherfucker say, you could have did better deep down in my heart, I'm like, damn.
I know you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, definitely on behalf of Qing Qi, D-Nas, Thizzler.
And the Wu-Tang Clan.
And the Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
I want to thank you for being here. And man, we might have to do another one, you know what I'm saying? Just to round this bitch out, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I appreciate being here.
I appreciate. I'm always excited to have you here because, as I said, and I'll continue to say, you give great information, but also, man, you are fun to be around. It's an entertaining time. So thank you for being here.
Appreciate it.
Make sure I hit them up, man, on all the Instagrams, all the Twitters, and all the everything right here. They hate when I do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We love y'all. Take care. Peace.
Love,
Go
peace,
Warriors.
agree. You goddamn right. Fuck LeBron.
Fuck my rhyme. Fuck my rhyme. Fuck my rhyme.